Good evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host, Tema Madima. This evening we're chatting to Derrick Mokaleng, all the way in the United States of America at the moment. He's going to be coming on. Interesting to hear how things are going in the United States of America and how it's going with the Derrick Mokaleng. So it's going to be a good one. I see he's on here. Oh, Lebo Mosito, welcome Derrick, my brother. Send me an invite and we're gonna go live. Welcome guys, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it. I see Derrick is, and we're gonna go live soon. Good evening and welcome to BackChat. I'm your host Temba Madima, my brother.
Hey Tim, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Just a little bit tired, but can't complain.
Were you eating a bit of lactic that side? Was it lactic session day?
Lactic session is still coming in like 2-3 hours.
No, that's good, man. I see you've got your. Is that the the new hairdo for the next season or what?
Not for season, but for now off season. I'm going afro.
Pitch black afro. All right, man. Welcome, man. Thanks for joining us. Super excited to chat with you. Also, just to get an update of what's happening in the United States of America. It's gonna be good. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Let me just do a few welcomes and then we're gonna get started. King Dambile, Sinesipo Dambile, Nikki De Villiers, welcome. Snoopy, Leon Swartz, Beatrice, I see you. Cohen Smith, welcome. Zagiti Nene, the KZN Express is on here. It's Liani, welcome Gasemi, Lebu Musito. Oh, Malibana Days is also here. Welcome, guys. Oh, see that you've brought the American crew onto BackChat this evening. All right, man. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna just do an introduction. After the introduction, we're gonna just get started into the chat. Just a disclaimer. This is a chat. It's not an interview. I'm not a journalist. I'm not trying to catch you out or anything. We want to celebrate you and what you've achieved as an athlete, as well as get insight as to how things are going that side. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh man! All right, ladies and gentlemen, with us this evening we've got Derrick Mokaleng. Listen up, he is the All African Games 4x400 meter silver medalist, Big 12 Indoor Championships 400 meter silver medalist, Big 12 Indoor Championships 4x400 meter gold medalist. He is World Championships 4x400 meter as well as 400 meter. He was part of the SA team squad in that. World Under 20 Championships 400 meter SA team squad as well. London Athletics, this is my favorite one. London Athletics World Cup 400 meter silver medalist, as well as SA Junior 400 meter silver medalist. Ladies and gentlemen, Derrick Mokaleng.
Thank you.
All right, once again, man, welcome and thanks. I know time difference from America and South Africa is a bit challenging. What time is it that side? It's 7 p.m. here. What's the time in America that side?
It's 12:05 this side.
12:05. So that's 7-hour difference.
Yeah,
but it's actually perfect. It's before your training,
exactly.
Lunchtime on your side. So yeah, man. Let's get started. It's in South Africa. It's Heritage Month. Obviously this week we've got Heritage Day coming up.
Yeah.
But Heritage Month, I think it's one of the most beautiful things about South Africa. Different cultures, languages. So what we're gonna do is introduce yourself in your what is your home language or what is your culture. Introduce yourself in your language, and I will do the same in mine. And yeah, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, next Mokaleng, ke tswa Johannesburg, South Africa. Ke Motswana, half Tswana, half Ghanaian.
Hey tada. Hinda, ndine Tema Madima mutukanono va venda. Toyando, Block F. Yes, sir. I think it's always cool, man. Like even when we had George Kushka on, and just we were talking about languages, and it's important because that's who we are as South Africans. It's the beauty of us. 11 official languages, 12 with sign language. I mean that's culture right there,
It is.
I'm sure it's much different in America. You just have to have your English on point and you sort it.
Exactly. You have to have the English twang also there. It's kind of rough, but it's good. But that's
All right, man. We're gonna play a game. After here, we're gonna get into the questions. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you have any questions that you wanna send, there's question what is it? There's a question tab there where you can put your questions, or just write them over here. Kiggs, the high jumper, I see you. Gift Leo Taylor. He says superstar. He's talking about you. I know he's not talking about me. Tawo Mutaung, Top Flow, Justin, welcome. Sipeng Cireletso, welcome. Donovan, the Don, Kewin, Percy, welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. What is it? Glenn, Cortoroy. Is it Cortoroy? Cortoroy. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. I can't see everybody, but yeah, I'll do shout outs as we keep going. So the game is called 30 Seconds. What's in the bag? Going into training or competition, what is it that you keep in your bag? Try name as many things as possible in 30 seconds. Coming to you in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Spikes, Tiger Bomb, pre-workout, SOS bottle, water bottle, competition gear,
Yeah.
credentials, my wallet,
Yes.
hotel key.
Let's go. 3,
Uh,
2, 1. Time. All right. 10 is all right, man. 10 is not bad. We'll take 10. It's respectable. We can work with 10, man. But yeah, so we're gonna get started with the questions. I mean, like I said, guys, if you have questions, also send them through, and I'm gonna sort it out. Check it. Days Malivana says, "Temba, my watch belt broke." Before Days went to America, I sorted him out with a watch. Now he's broken the belt. What does he want from me? I'm in South Africa.
He's doing too much.
Yeah, you must send me something from America, Days. So yeah, first question. So obviously, coming from South Africa, I think you've got such an amazing transformational journey. The way you settled into America and all that, man. It's good to see. And it's encouraging, because a lot of athletes aren't always sure whether if they go to America, if it's going to work out. It's worked out for a few athletes, but especially in the 400 meter, we haven't seen somebody go that side. We've seen it with the sprints with Anaso, Mingilili, TT that's done well, as well as others. Lemau is there as well, and etc. But for 400 meter runner, it's interesting to see such a good transition. But let's start with the first question. When did this running journey start? When did you know that you got some speed in those legs?
So for me, running started when I was like 7. My dad used my 2 and I to first it was cross country, and then we did athletics.
Yeah.
Since I was 7, so I can't remember a year that's gone by without me running. I've been running like all my life. But when I noticed I have speed in my legs, I think it was when I went to high school at Hoërskool 4 and 2. When I started there, grade 8, grade 9, I was so good because those guys were just, the competition was too much. But then my coach, he moved me to the 400 hurdles.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, for the age, I can do hurdles and I have some speed. So we put the 400 in the back seat and we focused on the 400 hurdles that year. But then coming to grade 11, that's when we switched it up, because I felt like I had more confidence and more speed. And then I started making SA teams from there ever since. And yeah, I think that's where it changed for me.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. I mean, like talking about the 400 hurdles, I don't think many people knew you did 400 hurdles.
Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, if you look at your range, you've done, let's just to go through some of your PBs, like 200 meter, you've got a 20.86. I mean, that's a solid sprint. You know what I mean? You've got 400 meter, obviously 45.02. That's a 44. We're just waiting for it to happen. And then we've got 800. You've got a 148.7. Which was also in 2016. So your range is quite interesting. I mean, it shows that you've got a lot of strength in your legs. I see Rodzilla the Beast is asking the question. I'm not asking it. He says, weren't you an 800-meter athlete at some stage? And yeah, what you can answer the question?
Yeah, no, I was not. I was more
No.
of I've only ran it once, but the 800 is definitely something down
Yeah,
like to attack because I feel like
yeah,
I have the endurance. I've been doing a lot of endurance since high school, and I
yeah.
have a little bit of speed. 45:02. If I can get those guys last 100, I'm still feeling good. I feel like I can do some damage there.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, with your speed, 45.0, I mean, we can be talking 143s, 142s, but I
Yeah.
mean, all in due time. You're still young, man, still 23 years old. And I mean, in the American system, your 400 is still, it is your strongest event at the moment.
Yeah.
Next question over here is from Omo Moody. That's one of the questions I was gonna ask, so I'll soma take it. They're asking, why did you decide to leave SA?
Why did I decide? So the plan to leave SA started in high school, actually in like grade 11. I was
Yeah,
speaking to the assistant coaches in at my high school, Mr. Marupin, who also studied in the US. Actually, I forget which school he went to, but
yeah,
he like you want to develop and like grow. There's another option, and that's going to the US. There's like a
yeah,
lot of years and all that. So I started speaking to him, and I liked the idea. But then coming out of high school, 2016, that year I decided to do it at UJ instead of going immediately.
yeah,
Working out yet, but yeah, I spoke to him, and I honestly felt like I needed like a new step. Not saying that I couldn't do it back home, but like I felt
yeah,
like a new environment, some um some more competition to push me, and I'm happy I did. It worked out. I was also scared. I was also at the back of my mind thinking, what if it doesn't work out? What if I burn out? Because I heard a lot of stories about going to the US, but the coach, he just worked with me.
yeah.
I remember when I first got here, he asked me like, what did you do back home? What training? And he actually put a lot of my workouts that I did back home in there. And
Ah, okay, that's good.
I had to deal with coming here was just the climate, which was not so nice to me. Ish.
Hey,
That was, that was the only tough thing. But other than that, I'm happy with my decision that I came here. I've accomplished a lot. I don't know if I could have done the same thing back home. Maybe, maybe not.
absolutely, man. I think it's like I said, man. It's definitely a wise decision. It was a good decision, and I mean, from what you're saying about your coach, I think he took the right approach. I think many times you get the coaches, they wanna just force their systems onto athletes. I mean, coming from Africa, it's different. The way we train is different. We can argue whether we train harder or not as hard or whatever. But at the end of the day, coming from Kenya or South Africa or Botswana, and the way we train is different. It's not like anywhere else in the world. So for them to incorporate that into the training is actually brilliant because it gives you time also, because I think that's what usually makes the transition so long because you get there, you're under pressure, they want you to run these competitions, you're on a different program, eating different food, support system is different, you have to speak English with an American accent the whole time. It's hard on the body.
That's too
So yeah, man. So next question. So obviously, like you did mention, obviously going over to America is one of those things, and education. I mean, I think it's I like it so much about South African athletics is that education has always been, I think, it's always been a priority. Even in South Africa, the students are running university championships and so on, varsity cup, whatever. It's part of everybody's like list of competitions every season. Um, Education wise, can you just what would you say is like the difference in the system of being an athlete and a student at a university like the one you're in? Just also give a shout out to your university so people know where you're from.
Yeah, shout out to TCU, Texas Christian University. And just getting to your question about the system, I honestly think it's much easier here as compared to back home. Because
Yeah,
if I was to compare UJ and TCU, TCU is much easier. I don't know. I feel like here it's more like true false, whereas back home it's essays, it's stressful.
yeah.
And here you have so much help, like this tutor,
Yeah.
the professors, you can go for office hours. Not so like my school is a private school, so we small. So I think the most I've had in my class is like 30 kids in the business school. Whereas at UJ it's like a lot of people. So it's very hard to get to the professor. That's the point I'm trying to make. But it's definitely easier here. It's more
Wow.
help you with everything that you need. So there's help along the way. And like our coach, he emphasizes education. He's like, yes, you're here as an athlete, but I want you guys to graduate and have that degree because that's lifelong. That's going to last you all your life. Running is just going to be, depending on who you are and how your body holds up, just 10 years. But that degree is all your life. So,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Big up. I mean, obviously, this year was a big year for you, graduating
Yep.
yourself and Mabafo, as well as a lot of other, yeah, South African students in America. You know, we always respect that, and I mean, that's the aim. End of the day, you know, we mean business. They need to
Yep.
know, man, Africans, we're hungry. You know, we're hungry for success. We don't want to fall behind or anything. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
big up to you for finishing. I'm gonna do a few more shout outs. Welcome to Leslie Matla Kowane. I see he's on here also in the United States of America. Cheslow Johnson, he says Derrick's work ethic is crazy. We want to hear that. We want to hear that. Daniel Gertner says, proud of you, Derrick. We've got Ntokwenza, thumbs up. Dace Malevana says, I'll be in Texas soon, getting ready for that 800-meter time trial. So you've got a challenge coming up soon. Let us know. Backtrack, we'll try cover it. Peter Kukamur, welcome to you. Laundry Mpo MKT, we see you. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining in. Michali, see you. It's that Checo. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining. Simone Vates, welcome to you as well. I see Give More Run. Yeah, let's get going. You know, you need to give the people the shout outs, man. They come out and they watch and they're listening. We always appreciate that. Let me get my battery. Hey, charged up. All right, next question I'm going to ask here is obviously, yeah, let's talk about the transition. So obviously, we talked about you transitioning from South Africa into America, new training program, etc., etc. Tell us about how you and your coach were able to make it a success. I mean, you nearly broke the, what is it, the 45, 45.02, and that whole season you were knocking, man, just the whole time. You know, I personally believed it was going to happen, but it's still going to happen. You know, sometimes a dream delayed is not a dream forfeited. So exactly. it's gonna happen. So tell us about what was the biggest contribution for you to be able to move from 47, 46, and then to like such a low 45.
Yeah. Like I said, my coach, he made me comfortable with the workouts. He asked me like, what did you do back home? I told him I'm more used to doing like mid-distance stuff, like 600s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He kept that to this day. We still do 3 times 600s, 130 pace. But then he also introduced some speed and block work, which is two things that I don't focus on, which are those two key elements are what helped me with that 45.0. Now, Harry, I think the two things that I lack is consistency and confidence, honestly. Like stuff that I'm gaining now, even in the off season, like with my workouts, I'm pushing harder with my training partners. We're not like just doing the bare minimum. We're going at it now. But yeah, I mean, the coach, he's just so accommodating. I'm happy that I'm working with him all these 4 years. He definitely sees potential in me, but at the same time wants to make me as comfortable as possible because he knows the talent is there. It's just not the work, which is what I'm doing now.
Absolutely, man. And I mean, from what I heard from Cheslow Johnson, he says your work ethic is good, man. And if you got the work ethic and you're willing to put in the work, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of timing, but it will happen. I see Chedzo Patuchedzo Maswanganyi. I don't know if he still goes by that name in America, but that's our boy Patuchedzo Maswanganyi. I'm sure he's calling himself Sean that side. You know this.
Yeah, sure.
You know these young fellas. You know these fellas. They move to America and then they become Sean. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, man. I'm joking, my brother. We see you, man. Chedzo, we know you're gonna be doing big things. We're looking out and keep shining that side, man. You made us proud. You made us proud. I see. He says Wola Derrick. That's Patuchedzo. So yeah,
Sure.
man. So obviously, let's move now. We need to move. It's quite interesting, man. You came from in SA. You did well at junior level, silver medal. I remember even at Cecilburg. I think the last time I saw you run in South Africa, it was Cecilburg and then SA's at that time as well. And
Okay.
I think we were in the same heat, but I was on the outside, and you choke slammed me in the inside with a sucker punch. We're gonna have to sort that out over 1,000 meter. But let's carry on. So I mean, you went on to run at many championships, African championships. Getting that experience behind you, the Athletics World Cup. But I mean, even before the Athletics World Cup, I mean, that season you had a sensational season indoors. Was a brilliant season. You took that shape outdoors. Nearly broke the 45. With a 45:02, and then talk about London. So now you rock up London Athletics World Cup. It's the first of its kind of the competition.
Yeah.
You're wearing the green and gold. Run us through it. The day before competition, lead up to the competition. What was going on? Where were you? Where was your mind? What a one.
Hey, Temba, that was a long time ago. I don't remember the day leading up, but what I do remember was I told myself, this is your next opportunity. The first one was World Juniors in Poland, where
Yeah.
felt. So I was like, hey, man, I will have to use this opportunity.
Yeah.
Guy running because it's only one person to run the 400. So I was like, I have to make it count. It's just one 400. So I was like, top 3. And I remember Luva was motivating me. He was like, man, you have to get the top 3 because that's out. Just making sure you get in the top 3 rank as high as possible in that race. So I was feeling good. I know I just came off season. Going there, I was fresh. Unlike last year where I'd go to meets where like my legs were just heavy from all the traveling, but there I was fresh. I was ready for it. So I just out. I know that guy from the US who won it. I tried to stay on him, but he just had another gear. But I was just happy that I ran that for, I think it was like a 45 mid. At that time. So I was just happy with that race. It was like one of my most memorable races and achievements to this day. I know more still coming, but that race was just amazing. And plus that stadium, the crowd there, it was, I was like, I can get used to this.
Absolutely, man. I always say, those memories, like I say, moments fade away, but memories live forever, man. So you need to always soak it in. Life is like life is so funny, man, and it's always interesting. We don't know what's coming tomorrow. We don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody knew 2020 would be like this. You know what I mean? If we took 2019 and appreciated it, coming into 2020, there's a lot of things to appreciate as well, man. And then you just have to take it as it comes. And like I always say, if you get to that moment where there's that overwhelming amount of joy, you hold on to it, man. It's gonna fuel you for the next 2-3 years. Who knows, But it's important that you don't keep cool about it. You need to go crazy. Enjoy those moments. Man. So obviously, that was like, I mean, if you look at your international as a senior, it was probably like one of those. It's a step up. It introduced you to running at big competition under high pressure, knowing that a chance of medaling was there. Shout out to Luvo Manyonga for the words of advice. And it's good. That we always work together and make sure that we achieve those goals. Next question I want to ask: what is Derrick Mokaleng's? What is your motivation? What is keeping you focused and hungry, you know, for more success, for more achievements. What is your motivation?
Yeah, I think my biggest motivation is definitely my family,
Yeah,
especially because my dad is the one, he keeps motivating. He's the one who got me into athletic running. If it was up
yeah,
to soccer now, but so I'm just for them because I know they're watching me, they motivate me, they always call me before a meet, and like they want to make sure I achieve the best potential that I can because they know I can. They've seen me running all my life, and especially my dad,
yeah.
he tells me that I have to go to Olympics someday. I have to make that final and then just shake things up because he always motivates me. But yeah, my family, I'm doing this for them. Every time I step on the line and before I just say my prayer, I always think about them. Even during,
Mm.
I think about them. I'm like, I'm doing this for them because they
Ouch.
look up to me. There's a lot of young guys in my family, not just family, friends as well. They're looking up to me back home. So
Yeah.
I have to make sure that I at least set the path for them to follow, even if I don't get there. But at least they have a trail to follow, so they can do the same thing, following me.
Yeah. Shout out to the Mokaleng tribe, your pops. You know, like you know, I can attest to that because I remember when one of the send-offs at the airport there. I think it was the Athletics World Cup. I remember we were there. I don't know which one. But yeah, you guys were going to a lot of competitions that year. And we were there at the airport, you know, doing our send-off videos for the ASA team and so on. And obviously, I saw your family was there, and yeah, like
Yeah,
you're saying, man, they're always supporting, and I mean that's good to see, man. We need that energy, especially in athletics. We need each and every single person to support. You know, we need every single person to support. All right, man. So the next question I see here is from it's that Checo. He sent a question. He says, Derrick, I want to ask, how do you deal with the nerves you get before a race? How do you deal with nervousness?
ish. Yeah, that's a good question, man. I mean, nerves are always gonna be there. You
Yeah.
can't like there's no recipe for it, but it's just for me the thing that helps me just praying about it, knowing that God is with me, and
Mm.
also if it just becomes so stressful, remember your training. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll think about my training the previous week, or if it's the same week, just thinking about how well that went, that just gives me confidence to be like, man, these nerves, as soon as the gun goes, like they're gonna go away. So, but you're ready, you train for this. It's just
Absolutely.
another day.
Good advice, man. I mean, role models did you have, you know, when you were back home or even in America? There is there somebody that or even as a younger kid, is there somebody that you've always looked up to as a role model, that you want to be like or aspire to be like?
Yeah. So growing up, I think in high school, I didn't know much about athletics, but then I did some research, and then I saw Michael Johnson when he used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up to that guy. I looked up so much that he's the one who nudged me in the way of studying business because I saw he studied business. I wanted to be like, I wanted to have that world record. Then Wade messed up there, Mare. Congrats. Uh, Yeah, Michael Johnson for sure. I think he's my role model to this day. I still look up to him. He's just achieved a lot, and I like his running style. A lot of people say I run like him,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, I would say Michael Johnson is my biggest role model. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's a legend. I mean, I think every 400-meter runner at some point, you know, wanted to be like MJ. So yeah, man. I mean, it's good. It's good that you know, you're gonna be somebody's role model as well, and they're gonna look at the way you do things. They're gonna There's gonna be young kids in South Africa that are gonna start growing afros all season. Uh, they're gonna be they're gonna be getting into Mokaleng, you know, into your routines and so on. So yeah, man, I always say like it's important that you know you carry yourself in excellence the whole time. You know, in your studies, the way you train. You know, like end of the day, like your coaches, they should be the people, or your training partners. They should be the people that speak most about the type of person you are. You know, and that always reflects on the track, end of the day. So yeah, it's good to hear that. All right, so like obviously track and field 2020 going into 2021 now. Is there anything that you're focusing on at the moment? What are the some of the things that you personally think you need to develop as an athlete, just in general, in order for you to get to the next level? But before us, that studies-wise, you graduated this year.
Yeah.
Are you doing another degree, master's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A master's degree. It's called Masters in Liberal Arts. It's 2 years, but I only have 1 year scholarship. So if I want to obtain it, I'm gonna have to pay for it 2022 on my own. So, but I'm doing grad school now.
Okay. So the aim is to get the master's degree.
Yeah, I want to get it.
Yeah. Now, big ups, man. That's the ambition we're talking about. Get that master's degree. Things will happen. Like sometimes you just need to start a journey, and along the way, people will see what you're doing. Who knows? Somebody might just support you and help you out. As long as you're getting those A's, man, you need to try to get those A's. And let them see that you're pushing. Yes, I wanted to get to the question of what is that on? I was asking about. Sorry, man. I asked about the studies, but before that, I asked another question. I forgot what I asked. So it was. I was asking about the studies. Obviously, yeah. I was talking about 2021. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Going into 2021, what are the areas that you personally feel like you need to work on to transition into a better athlete next year and to get to the next level?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely the mindset for me. Like I said, confidence and consistency. That I'm finally working on even in training now is just pushing myself more, pushing harder at training. Because honestly, I've just been like 50%, just going through the motions. So I'm now finally pushing myself. So, and the times are getting, as opposed to the other off seasons, like the times are quick, I'm moving better.
Yeah.
So run 45.0, like just on that, like bare minimum, I'm thinking what I'm going to do now when I'm actually applying myself. Because honestly, I've just been going off talent since I've been here, and I'm finally now myself and like pushing the guys I'm working with. So definitely just working hard at training, fixing the mindset. I'm speaking more to my best friend. I'm speaking more to my coach, just seeing what we can work on, just gaining more confidence on and off the track. So yeah.
Absolutely, man. That's the strategy right there. I'm gonna do a few more shout outs before we close. I see Renus Linden, welcome. Sean Koketo, CN Koketo saying, Dankie Derek. Hey, I know your Afrikaans is quite hectic. Jy praat Afrikaans soos 'n Afrikaner, bro. Ek weet nie wat gaan aan. Wat gaan aan met daai accent en alles, bro?
Ek praat 'n bietjie Afrikaans. Is nie so goed nie, maar is alright.
When I listen to you speak, you almost have like you speak with a like a colored accent. Where does that come from?
I grew up in a colored community, Temba.
You see.
So yeah.
Now I've always found it interesting. So no, that's cool, man. So yeah, at the end of the day, let's wrap it up. Man, I think it's definitely been a good chat. And I know you need to get ready for your training session. Lectic awaits you, young man. So yeah, from Backtrack side, Omo Moody says you sound colored, bro. I think from Backtrack side, man, like we just wanna say, man, keep working hard, keep pushing, stay on the track that you're on, like you said, you feel like you can work harder. But whilst doing that, remember to enjoy it and soak it all in, man. And we're gonna be watching all the way from South Africa, and keep pushing. If you need us, if we miss something, man, shout at us. Be like, hey guys, you guys didn't get this, because we don't have as much eyes that side as we do here. It's not that we forget you guys. It's just sometimes the access to the information is a bit slow. But keep shining. Congrats on the graduation. Congrats on what you've achieved in your career at this short time. Keep shining, man. South Africa's waiting you to do great things. Sub 45, we know it's coming. Then we can deal with the other sub 40 subs, after that.
For sure.
Cool, man. Any message you want to say to South Africans and everybody who supports you this side?
Yeah, definitely thank you for all the support to the people back home. I know you see me, and I know a lot of people are looking up to me, and being this side, my plan is to make sure I fly the SA flag as high as possible.
Yeah.
Still more to come, definitely. You just need Corona to settle down a bit, but big things are coming. And I
Yeah.
want to say, like, just make sure everyone stays safe back home. I know things seem like they're getting calm, but like you shouldn't now get back. Just stay safe to everyone out there.
Absolutely. Good
Yeah.
good advice there. Remember to do the Jerusalem challenge. We're gonna be waiting for your video. Our president has made it clear that everybody needs to get onto that. So we'll
Okay.
be waiting for your video soon. So yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate your time, man. And yeah, all the best going forward. So yeah, big up, brother. Take care.
Thank you so
All
much.
right. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it straight from Derrick Mokaleng's mouth. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting. And we're gonna be back again tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow we've got a big superstar. I mean, that guy is a big thrower. He goes by the name Kyle Blechnoth. I'm telling you, he's the future of throwing in South Africa. I feel like he's one of those throwers that is going to be able to throw like 22 meters in the future and so on. So look out for that one. He's going to be coming up. I'm supposed to cue music, but the music won't play. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Temba Madima, hashtag Diary of a Vendor, hashtag Nda, and we were chilling with Derrick Mokaleng, aka Speedy Legs. See you guys soon. Take care. Thanks, my brother.
Go.
Chop, chop.